Sims on the lower platform.
Wait, those are speed sims.
No, they're not.
Oh, please go low.
I don't like the useless.
Come on. Okay, that's fine.
Thank you for the reload.
Yeah, I don't think they're coming from the west. Like, these walls will make them reroute. They don't have a path.
Didn't realize they were speed skims. He's like trying to heal someone. It's like, oh damn, now they're running away faster.
Yeah, that's what I've done. Oh shit, I'm dying. Get some help. Wait, no. Now I'm just jacked up on speed.
You know, having ecstasy makes you go faster, and that's okay.
Wow, you love the bug. I love you.
So, like, it doesn't actually make you go faster. Yeah, if you wanted to take a drug that would actually probably make you go faster, PCP is your option. But you also might, like, legitimately eat a person too. So, like, roll the dice with that.
ED5.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
like
just
easy.
people. I mean, I was fast. I wish there was like a timer.
Inferno down. That took a second.
That guy's on the back side. Can't get that guy on the back side.
I didn't see all those gunners over there.
Hello, Geek Lawyer. We're just being recorded.
Low. You guys got space or?
Not right now, but you can.
15 out of 16. You can try.
Thank you, thank you.
Man, Horde used to be so much more chaotic when they had the modifier.
And then people complain.
Yep. Naturally. Game used to be so much harder on launch.
Yes, I remember. And that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's pretty
was.
good.
And
I
I
mean,
guess
Horde
the
things are
test
like-
groups, which a lot of people in this Discord are involved with, just kept complaining about hard was too hard.
No.
Yeah. It wasn't just this group, but this group's definitely one of the major test group player base.
They should just make a special hard mode and just have a disclaimer saying, "Do not join this mode unless you're."
They'll still.
are.
That's what the disclaimer was for hard,
Well, they are. So
Men only
they
may
are.
and they still complained. Like,
So they announced in Discord, and I had one of the devs respond to one of my messages in Discord about it. But they're adding Hero of the Federation with varying difficulties, so it's going to be a lot harder. And from the sounds of it, I feel like Hero of the Federation is going to be a lot more.
yeah, I hope so.
Hero of the Federation.
I would figure
Wildly
it's gonna be hard at
Yes.
first, and then
Why?
it's gonna get nerfed. It's
Because people will be like,
it's gonna
"Oh,
be
my
hard
God, I
at first, but not impossible. But it'll still
I'm
get
looking
nerfed,
for,
so
like-
the majority of people can still do it.
I want a level of difficulty comparable to like a very hard Grandmaster Nightfall on like Destiny 2.
Like most of the rounds that we've done in the playtest, we do not succeed.
I see that sounds fun to me.
Yeah, it's wild.
You're actually in the playtest group?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
see, I
like,
told you.
Without I don't know what you can actually talk about, but like what kind of like what are we talking about? Like what's the bug count?
I can't really get into it. There's NDAs and stuff.
That's-
But like, if you want the game to be hard, you're going to like it.
okay. So,
Like if that's your goal to be like, I want this to go to 11.
I am. So like whenever they do that late night crew thing, the only reason I join up on that is because they're just adding
Hey,
ridiculous
we got a
shit.
royal bug.
Yep, I see it. So like I personally I want an arc mode that's like one of the basic modifiers for it is endless hold with warrior rush and like gunner ambush. Like, and I just want those to be like the bare minimum are always on modifiers on top of more modifiers.
Are you telling him that's what you want because you want him to suggest that, or like?
No, I'm hoping by saying that he could be like, yes, there's something of the sort that's going to sate your need for self-harm.
Even if that
But
were, he couldn't
he's
say
not-
yes to
It's
any of that.
extremely hard. I don't think I'm
Like-
spoiling anything by telling you that the
Yeah,
new incredibly hard difficulty is in fact incredibly hard.
like when we say incredibly hard, are we talking like syphilitic abuse hard, or
Yeah.
like
But,
peace
like,
in the
when-
Middle East hard? Like what degree of hard?
Peace in the Middle East is
Like-
hard.
Oh, I think we got a
Tupac.
Chinese fucker here, so just watch this little fucker right here.
What about him?
He might end up being one of those people that like bullshit and shit.
It definitely pleases my heart.
Chinese
If you
agent.
know, if you do by some chance have
Yeah.
powerful people's ears that develop the game, you should mention that there is a criminal element of the player base that wants a mode that's so hard that it just really can't be beat.
That feels like the actual lore itself.
Below 50 if you can.
What lore? The movies?
Yeah, like what that is.
Thank you.
Yeah, that too. Books too.
The Heinlein books.
The books
The
and the
movie is
movies
a
are
cru- the
completely
movie is
different
a-
universes.
Yeah, I was about to say like the movie is a parody of the books.
Yeah, and then there's books that are like a sequel to the movie that apparently kind of
Yeah,
goes
well,
back
that
and
Grenadier.
Honestly,
Wow, that
I think
Grenadier
it's
just
all.
shot the ring. Did you guys see that?
I think
Yeah.
the books are great. I think the movie is great.
I just
Starship
started the
Troopers
book.
is just gangster.
I'm like chapter 8 or 9 in the book now.
How do you like it?
It's read by R.C. Bray, so I listen to it as I drive to work and stuff.
Okay.
Um,
I'm doing
and he does a
that
great
with,
he does a great job.
alright.
I'm waiting for something to happen. He's in boot camp. He's just getting out.
It's kind of a slow build, but once shit gets moving, I think I find it very
Gunner.
enjoyable. It's a lot more serious than obviously the movie was.
On the bounce. Keep saying that. On the bounce. On the
I
bounce.
wish I could say like I'm reading something cool right now, but I'm reading the Crown of Thorns and Roses series. It's very smart.
Book 6 of the Wheel of Time.
No.
The Wheel of Time. Yeah, that's pretty good.
But the Wheel of Time's on my list. I watched the show and I figured the show is all right, but
All right.
usually
Listen,
when the show's all right,
The,
books
the
are
show's
great.
hot garbage, but the Wheel of Time series I've done 4 times through, and as an avid fan, and most fans won't admit this, you need to skip 7, 8, and 9, and probably 10. Just read the Wikipedia page on them, and move
Yeah,
right
I've
on.
heard that. And
Just move right on.
Brandon Sanderson did an excellent job of finishing it, you know, because the author died and he chose
Yes.
to finish it. I've been
11,
reading
12,
Brandon
and
Sanderson's
13 are
works.
worth like any amount of, you know, slogging through the other books. The 13 alone is worth reading the entire series twice for, just so you can.
No.
What? Do you like sci-fi shit?
Yeah, it's something I'm aware of.
No,
I
I'm
just
playing
got so much
Starship
on my plate
Troopers
at
and
the
I
moment.
hate sci-fi.
Well, no, it was more for like book's sake.
Ah, okay.
Some people will consume sci-fi media, but for some reason they won't read. And like, I know they just made a show about it, but I've read the whole series, and like I'm thrilled that they're making a show about it. But it's the wildest shit I've read.
Three-body
sci-fi
problem.
wise.
They already got 1 season done.
Yeah, I know they did. I already saw it.
Three Bodies Problem, I think, is one of the most hardcore sci-fi series out there. This is
It
insane.
really fucking is though, and you don't even realize how hardcore it gets until like the second book.
Damn,
It's just,
something give me up.
Oh.
Go for the universe they set up to be totally fucking plausible. Like, there's a reason you don't see other aliens.
Oh yeah, the Femi paradox.
No, it's more like, well, the universe is a dark forest, and it's a dark forest for a reason.
Ah, yeah, that idea. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Take that coupled with there's always a bigger fish, and then magnify it by like 1,000,000, and it's still not even coming close. Because then,
Kinda
like,
The Reapers in
Yeah, I was thinking of that
No.
too. Mass Effect
no,
Reapers.
because
Yeah.
the Reapers are a malicious force. There are entities within the universe that will annihilate you, and there's nothing malicious about them. It's just, to them, the fact that you're incapable of hiding means you pose a threat to them and anybody around you.
That sounds malicious.
I see.
It's not. It's just in the grand scheme of things, you're more of a
What are you, a
liability,
lawyer?
kind of.
Yeah.
All right, so like the theory that what they propose is that in the entire universe, say you let your location be known, 99% of all other civilizations will most likely leave you alone out of either benevolence or you're so primitive to them that
Inability.
it serves no purpose. However, there's always that
we in a
1%
game?
that for any reason is going to
Horde.
beeline and absolutely annihilate you.
Wave 8.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, the idea is that most the apex species on a planet is going to be a predator, and so if you're a predator type species, you're going to be a predator type culture, which you know, humans were for most of our period.
Predators.
And if you're a predator
Oh my
that
God.
makes it to space, then you're going to be space predator. So
But I don't know. Then there's the theory that like it would require a certain amount of enlightenment and cooperation to develop warp drive, like the ability to travel that far in the first place. But I
Oh
don't know.
well, yo, they get into that too, and I can only talk about this because as of right now, it's not really like war breaking and it doesn't like spoil anything. But there is a group of aliens that we don't know anything really about, other than they have a type of propulsion that rips space-time apart as they use it, and the whole point of them doing this is to reset the universe into 0 dimensions, and by doing that, at least we think the reason they're doing it is to reset the universe to 20 dimensions. But we're not sure if like they're doing this because they believe this, or if it's religion, or if it's an AI. Like, we just don't know. But we know that they leave these things called death lines in space, and it looks like a spiral kind of, but if you get caught in it, it's like being caught in a black hole. Like, you can't exit it. You're just stuck there forever.
A lot of this stuff reminds me of Star Trek episodes. Like about
Bro.
at least 3 Star Trek episodes.
I follow this dude on YouTube. It's called Quinn's Ideas, and he was talking about it. So I decided to pick up the first book and read it, and it was fucking heavy for a sci-fi book. I mean,
Yeah, you've
It's
sold me. I
nuts.
think I'm gonna read that. Like once I
bro.
finish
Down.
You did out front.
because I think the dimension coil is the scariest shit I think I've ever heard of.
Level was freedom. Flamethrower.
On your feet. Go, go, go.
Hang on.
I'm
Did you get the
down.
other guy? Oh, Jesus.
No, I just got you. I didn't see another guy, to be fair.
I'm gonna assume he's fine.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't see a death thing, so maybe he gave up, bled out.
Need some ammo. Is that a royal?
Is the Starship Troopers book on audio?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good,
it
it's
is.
good
It's
audio.
read by R.C. Bray. He doesn't-
And it's old, so you'd probably be able to find it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's like $2 right now in Audible.
Oh crap! Oh crap!
Oh crap.
I'm dead.
Oh, they got me as I was climbing. I hate you.
No.
I'm
PG
dead.
back
Waiting here for a live.
Alright.
Welcome, whoever just joined.
Yeah, to the
Well,
people that
thank
just
you.
joined, we're on wave 9 of a horde.
Oh, and then I'm down again.
It's okay, they're dead. I'm not saying any of it's true, but has anyone heard about Element 113? Or 115? I forget which one.
Yes.
Okay, so regardless of if it's true or not, there's the idea that could definitely be used in theory with actual science that potentially, if there are alien races on different planets and they have a totally different periodic table, they could have a certain element that allows them to skip certain processes that we had to go through. So the whole idea of like, oh, well, to get into space, you naturally would have to go through these steps, kind of doesn't work or doesn't follow anymore.
And that's the other thing. Most of our assumptions about aliens are more or less the same assumptions we make about human civilizations.
Right.
That there's a linear progression of how civilizations progress, and the later civilizations are more advanced than earlier civilizations, and yet they can't tell me how we made
Reloading.
the pyramids.
That
So-
is what's gonna save the day.
Oh shit.
Got a man down over there.
So on that, I had a lengthy conversation with a coworker on it. My best guess is honestly elephants.
And be like pulley systems.
Nah, it's
Like-
gotta be frequency. It's gotta be Nikola Tesla style frequency stuff.
Yeah, it's sound
Well, I
waves.
think I think something
use
like that was
sound.
going on, but I really do think elephants, and I only say that because like Carthage in that region had elephants, and I mean I'm just saying you want an effective way to pull mass amounts of weight. Elephants are perfect for it, and elephants are specific to that continent.
It's not just. I mean, I know you're trolling, but in case anyone else.
No,
is-
I'm serious.
it's not just about moving the weight. It's also about the precision, and if you're off by a little bit, the whole thing collapses. And elephants,
No, I know
I mean,
that.
elephants can paint, and elephants are awesome and shit, but they're
Right,
not
just-
gonna be doing shit with precision.
For the record, like
He's just saying humans using them as
Those
animals.
Infernos.
Yeah, absolutely. And like for instance, like I do believe in, so like for instance, I believe in the Silurian hypothesis. Like I definitely think the human species is a lot older than we give it credit for, and there's a lot of shit that there's a lot of dark gaps. However, I also am willing to see arguments from the other side. So like elephants, like that's a very, like we wonder how things like Angkor Wat and sites in India were built with the massive tonnage of those stones. But I mean, once again, elephants, you know, these are large creatures that most of these regions have been using for physical labor for a really long time. Now, I'll admit the cutting of some of these stones to me is sus AF. Like they had to have been onto something that we're just not aware of. But as far as moving it, like the Egyptians especially had a vast amount of slave labor, and they definitely had access to regions of Africa that primarily dealt with like elephants in terms of like a physical labor force, just something to move things with. I mean, our species is pretty good about using animals in that regard. So I could see them constructing things
Damn
to
that fucking
move the blocks around.
Time the thing's dead.
I was just going to say the Egyptian pyramids could also just be gold mothership.
I'm also down with that, by the way. I love fucking Stargate.
Indeed, Daniel Jackson.
But yeah, if you like history, have you ever heard of the Hardcore History podcast?
I have.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name.
Oh, down again.
Or if thou wilt not.
Oh man, this
be
is
but
way
sworn my love,
really?
Probably wasn't called Atlantis,
and I will
but I think there
no
was something
longer
to
be
be the
captive.
basis for it.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak?
I need a res on the northeast side.
Yeah, this PG does not want to die.
I know. I went 300 rounds on that thing.
The others volunteered.
Alright, I'm not gonna waste any more on them then.
Yeah, look at that. Wave 10. If you have a
bless him,
well-designed
down again.
base. Well-designed base, wave 10 forward is nothing, to be honest.
This horde ain't nothing
Well,
to begin with,
I
so
did
any
keep
base
popping
would have won.
My engineer thing to repair it.
There's some bit of ammo.
You're out of 50 cal.
Dropship is to the northeast.
God.
The hell? That was weird.
Just fell through that. Did you see that?
I know. I know. I fell through it, and then it's like it was there, and then it wasn't. Not there.
The unkillable PG.
Let's go get that guy.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do it.
Yeah, screw that guy. Nobody gets to live. First in mind. Oh, did we get him? Was that him blowing up?
Yep, no XP either.
Lame.
We love it.
I Mick love it.
You're fine, Trooper. Everything is right where it should be.
Thank you, Tux.
Yep.